Okay, so I have an LG 42-inch, and the model is 42LB5DF, made in 2008. And so the issue I've been having was I'd be watching something, the screen would, I think it would blink with like a flash and blackout. No color, I mean no light, nothing, totally blank. And the green light down here that tells you that it's on would just flash. It would take a little bit, and then the screen would come back on, and then it would pop. The speakers would actually make a popping sound. Then it would flash. Did this for a little bit, and then it actually like was done, and this would just flash, and no power would come to the screen. So I took off the back cover, which is just, I think it's like 10 screws, real simple. Take out the screws, pull it off, and what I found online, most people are saying look at the capacitors and see if they're bulged on the top, and I didn't have any of that, so I was like, I didn't find anything. And so what I did was, to make sure I still had the issue, is with the back off, because it sat around for about a year. With the back off, I played a movie for about 4 hours, nothing happened. I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. And then, so I was like, hey, maybe it fixed itself after me tinkering with it. So I put it all back together, same thing would happen. The little LED would just flash. So then took the bag off, and I took this off. This just has like 10 screws or whatever, really easy to take off. Everything looked good in here. So then what I was doing was I was touching all the wires with it on. Screen was lit, touching wires, and then when I touched this connector right here, bam, it went blank. So my guess is that the wire, the wire's messed up, and then the case is pushing on it. So anyways, what I did was I took this connector off, and I rang out all the wires with the ohm meter, and made sure there was no breaks in the wires, which there wasn't. So I was kind of disappointed I didn't find a break. But then what I ended up doing was, with this on, I took all the tape off and wiggled each individual wire to see if I could pinpoint which wire it was. And I was able to. It was this very top one up here. When I would just barely touch it, it would blank out, and you could hear it as I was wiggling. You could hear it like losing connection. So it was this top one right here, and what I did to make the contact better was, there's a little clip in here that you push that clip in, and the pin you'll be able to pull the pin straight out the back. And what I did was, this is the female end of the pin. What I did was pinch it, I took a picture of it, maybe I can post it on this video, but I pinched it to make it closer together so it would grip those pins tighter. And that's all I did, was just the one that I found messed up. I pinched it, threw it back in, hooked everything back up, turned the power on, and I messed with all the wires again, and I could not get it to fail. So I'm pretty confident that that was my issue. Like I said, with just barely doing this right here, man, it was popping off and on, just going crazy. And also, what would happen was, when it would power off, and let's say that light is just flashing, right? I pull power, takes a couple seconds, and you hear a click. Plug it back in, and it would immediately turn on. It would resume and still try and power up. You couldn't get it to like reset itself. That was the other thing that was going on. But yeah, it was just that wire had a bad contact with that pin. So I pinched it, retaped it. I threw it all back together. Everything works. I just wanted to, because this was kind of frustrating for me because I couldn't figure out what was wrong, and I wanted to mess with it before I threw it away. And that's all it was just the wire had bad contact. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be responding to them. But yeah, she's back in working order. All you need to take it apart is a screw gun. It's just Phillips screws. That's it. Plain and simple. Good luck.